Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Pastor Kurt
and John.
Welcome to Daily Office for Christ United Methodist Church. Today we're going to be coming close to wrapping up our Epiphany series. I intend to put this one, or our Christmas Tide series. I intend to put this song on Epiphany, which is January 6th. Epiphany is known as Three Kings Day or Tres Reyes. In most Hispanic cultures, Tres Reyes, Epiphany, is a bigger celebration than Christmas Day. And if you watch in Spain, the boats will come in. I saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, although it's Epiphany Day. But anyway, we don't often celebrate Epiphany the way other cultures do, but it was the day that the kings came to bring their gifts to the Christ child. And this song, We Three Kings, was written by John Henry Hopkins Jr. He was 37 years old. He was a ordained Episcopal minister, a journalist, and a lawyer. And he didn't have any kids of his own, but he had nephews and a niece that he wanted to give a gift to in 1857. And he was determining what best to get them, and he decided to write them a poem and a song. And that is where this song was born. He, being a theology student, knew that we didn't know much about the 3 kings, the wise men, the magi. He knew that they were shrouded in mystery, but he wanted to tell their story creatively, and so he wrote this song. Of course, we don't know anything about them. We don't know how many there were, wise men, magi from the east. We're pretty sure they came from Babylon, but outside of that, we don't really know much about these characters, except that they came bringing gifts to the Christ child. The song is 5 verses long, and yeah, I don't know if I have enough fingers.
That's a lot of
to do. We may do the first and the last, and then you can fill in the gifts. They were gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Right there we go. So anyway,
the finger holds.
Yeah, the finger holds. I cut myself, so we'll see how I do. Because B7 is like right there, right on it. So, but this is like one of those songs that kids love and has been sung
in every pageant there ever was.
Every pageant. And, you know, the kids come up, they're singing, they're dressed as the Magi. Great. So even though the writer never had kids of his own, he has delighted generations of families with the work that he gave his nephew and niece. So
he wrote the words and the music both.
He did
both.
both.
A little unusual.
Yeah, that is. We 3 kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and mountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading till proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Glorious now, behold him arise, King and God and sacrifice. Alleluia, alleluia, sound through the earth and sky. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading till proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. So what have you enjoyed this Christmas season?
Well, it's this is going to sound a little strange, but the emptiness here hasn't bothered me that much. I'm fortunate that I get to follow my wife and come to church on Sundays. And even though the people aren't here, God's still here, and maybe I can feel it more now than before. There's a sense that it's different and it's difficult, but probably the one thing that keeps us going right now, because it's a tough time. I mean, we're all suffering real hard, but we're hanging in there.
We're actually going to change the way we're doing communion. We're not going to do it on Sunday morning during worship. We're going to be opening the church January 17th, February 14th, March 14th. I've planned those out. I'm hoping that we're going to be in person beginning in April.
That was very successful the other day.
Yeah, but we're going to do that, and those Sundays from 12 to 5, the church building will be open. Bruce and I are going to take different shifts because I think I scheduled every single one of those on confirmation days that I've got to teach at 3. But we will be here, and the church will be open for people to come and to pray, and we may figure out how to do that in other ways too, just to make the space available for people to come in. And
Everybody needs it.
yeah,
A little bit.
so January 17th from 12 to 5, as long as the preacher stops, before 11:45, we'll be okay.
Well, we can handle that.
I don't know. He's not that, he's a little contrary. But thank you for being with us in this Christmas tide. As we've walked through some of the stories of some of these songs, I look forward to bringing you more of those. We'll do that every Christmas for a few years until we get through all the songs. We'll be scraping the bottom barrel probably by this time next year. I'll have to bring out Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Yeah, but we're pretty good at that.
We can do that.
So happy holidays to all.
Yes, and happy Epiphany. Go out and look for where you see Jesus showing up unexpectedly. God bless you. Thank you for joining us.